they try to work for you in reducing your own sorrow. So sorrow, shared is sorrow heart. You must have heard the story of Ramayana, right? Sugriva was in trouble. Rama shared his pains and made him the king. And the result is, not only Sugriva, but all his people, they were ready to give away their life for Rama's sake. All they stood for Rama. Rama wanted to help Vibhishana, the brother of Ravana. And then he promised things for him. And then not only Vibhishana, but all his people stood guard for Rama and helped Rama in winning over Ravana. Rama was having much sorrow because Sita was kidnapped. Sita was not with him. But while helping those people, he forgot his own sorrow. But ultimately, he came out of his sorrow because the Sugriva worked with all his people for Rama, and even the Vibhishana worked for Rama, and ultimately, Rama got back his Sita. He shared his.
What happens if that sharing isn't reciprocated? For example, like if your coworkers don't share the credit with you, or if the shareholders don't share the money with you equally, even if you are willing to share, what if other people aren't willing to do that? How do you deal with that?
Yes, that of course that happens when the agreements are not proper, when the bylaws are not properly prepared. If the bylaws are properly prepared with proper attorneys' guidance, and then there won't be difficulties. If you prepare on your own, of course, you may create some lacuness in the document. Then you will be in trouble. So you wanted two things. One is managing stress, and second thing is spirituality. Managing stress when you try to share and when you understand that you are a part of the whole, do it and then feel it. And then start loving the work you do. You never feel painful. You never add any stress. And you feel like doing more and more. When you don't love, then that is more painful. That adds a lot of weight on you, a lot of stress on you. But that happens in different areas, in different arena, like whether it is in the job, or in the world, or in the family, or anywhere, when you understand about yourself. As I said, you are one. But with trillions and jillions of living cells with the body, you are a pilot. You understand this first. You are a miniature world. You are a small world by yourself. See one body filled up with so many living organisms, but controlled by you, the one. Same thing if you see the macro world. The entire universe is controlled by one power. In the world, in the universe, where there are variety of organisms, like we the human beings, maybe in different colors, and other animals, and other birds, and other living organisms like the trees and plants and so much. And the world has no life of its own, as the body we see. But the living organisms, like the cells in the body, have life, but controlled by one, some universal power we call as God. So, three things the nature, the living organisms, one control. The concept you can take from your body to the universe. At the body, you can see this micro world. And when you see that universe, it's a universal body, we call it, in which we also are playing the role of a part. So if a cell in a body declares independence, never cares the rest of the body and says, I want to be by myself, then you will be in trouble. What happens if a cell declares independence in a body?
You have cancer.
It's cancer. You are right. 100 marks. It's cancer. And then the person will be in trouble. Not only the cell will be in trouble, but also it creates the trouble to the entire body. That is what happens even for us. We are like a cell in the universe. And when you want to be by yourself, not caring the rest, not caring the things around you, not caring the world around you, and not only you are creating trouble to you, but also you become a troublesome to the rest of the world as a whole. And then you should be treated. You should be treated properly. And we human beings are able to understand that it is only we create the problem to the world. No animal creates problem to the world ever. Have you ever seen any animal creating problem to anything? No. No animal ever creates a problem. No bird ever creates a problem. No plant creates a problem. And neither water, nor earth, nor wind, nor space create problem to anything. It is only the man who can create the problems. Not only today, even from the ages, if you turn back the pages and go back to the history, you see it's only the man who created problems. And even now it's the man who creates the problem, can create the problems. So again, it's only the man who can understand and make the world free from problems also. But we want the man to be an understandable one. And if he understands himself, and if he understands the universe, and if you understand the relationship between the self and the universe, I think then 50% of the problem is addressed. And then if he starts loving that world, as you should love your own body, right? You should love your body. We love, of course. Sometimes we feel that we love our body, but we abuse many a time. If man doesn't abuse the body, I think he always lives in health, good health. No doctor is needed, no hospital is required, and he lives in peace always. But we think we love the body, and then by pushing a lot of stuff which is not really required, and then we spoil the health. That's how the hope is in the world we see. So, if you really love your body, and if you don't abuse the body, as you can live with good health and joy. So also, if you won't abuse the nature, if you won't abuse the ability of ours like the mind and the knowledge, then you always can lead a peaceful life. You can just enjoy not only the life, also you can share the joy with many people around. You can always lead a very peaceful life. No matter how much work you do, you may be doing for 16 hours a day, still you love it. Still you enjoy the life. There are people whom you can see work for 20 hours a day, but still they are happy. They don't feel stressful. But we work for 8 hours or 9 hours, and then we feel more stressful. Not because we are overloaded, overburdened with the duty, but we feel that we are overburdened, then we start creating